Welcome back, guys, on another YouTube video. Now today I decided, since it is a weekend, the market is closed, I decided to analyze the forex market. In today's video I'm going to be analyzing the dollar index and also a little bit analyzing an index which is called SP500. So stay with me till to the end of this video. I think we're gonna be analyzing the market together, guys. So stay with me till to the end of this video. You will have learned a lot about our market analysis. Now all the links are down in the description about the forex broker we recommend you to open an account with. For those in international countries, we have a reliable forex broker which is Infinix Capital. For those in our local country, which is Uganda, we also have a suitable forex broker which is Templar. All the links are down in the description. So don't even forget to hit the link and join our free Telegram channel. It is free. We give out signals on a daily basis about what we anticipate on the market. So all the links are down in the description. Please join now our Telegram channel because it's free. But for the VIP, if you'd like to get those instant entries like our mentors, you have to pay just $15 to join our VIP group, because we give out signals on cryptocurrencies, indices, synthetic indices, indexes, currency pairs, commodities, all that stuff. So hit the link in the description and join our free Telegram channel. Now without wasting time, for those who don't know about the dollar index in brief is an index of value of the United States dollar relatively to a basket of foreign currencies, often referred to as a basket of the US. Now, trade partners currencies, the dollar index goes up when the US economy dollar gains strength when compared to other currencies. Now, the dollar index mainly shows us how the dollar is performing. If the US economy is gaining strength, that means the dollar will be rising up. Like at the moment, you can see the dollar is shooting upside. If I try to show it to you here. Now, when the US economy is majorly making the interest rates are so low, that means the dollar index will be dropping. Now you'll find the dollar index will be dropping, same to the dollar here, it will be dropping. But at the moment I think you can see the dollar is rising, heading to 3,900. Now I'm going to be focusing on the dollar index today. Now what do we do first? I go in my higher time frame, I try to zoom in. Now when I go in my higher time frame, after, what I do is spotting my major market key levels where the market has been playing around or respecting for so many times. I draw all those key levels such that I can clearly see where the market is trying to bounce or play around. So I'm done spotting my major market key levels of the dollar index. Now I can see at the moment the dollar index is in a deep uptrend. I don't know whether you can see it, guys. So the dollar index is in a deep uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs. Now at the moment the price closed at this specific level. Now if I clearly see my structure of the dollar index is, we might see dollar index still pushing up to the upside because it has already broken our resistance level. So remember, when the resistance level is broken, that level now becomes a support level. Why? We expect sellers on the resistance level and we expect buyers on the support level. Only if that level cannot be supported if it is a fake out, because they may tend to manipulate the market and you find that we have a fake out. So now if it is a fake out, that means that level cannot be considered to be have broken and became support. That means it stays a resistance level, but you'll find prices are being faked by the market makers. Now if I try to connect my support and resistance trend lines, my support and resistance trend lines, so these are my support and resistance trend lines. Now I can see we have a little bit sort of like a wedge in the dollar index, but I can see, if I try to zoom out, I can see what we have is, we have here our first touch, we have here our second touch, and we also have our third touch. So now if the market came and respected this particular trend line, which is our first touch, second touch, third touch, that means this level is still holding strong. So we may not see the dollar index breaking this particular level because it has been respecting this level for so many times. Now this week rejection, this was our fourth time the dollar index respecting this particular resistance trend line of ours. So now we're going to dive into our lower time frame, which is our daily time frame, to clearly see whether the dollar index is heading. So I'm heading to the daily time frame. Try to zoom out. So now when I reach my daily time frame, I'm going to also try catering for my support and resistance levels. So this is my resistance level, this is my support level. Now after me catering for my resistance and support level, I can clearly see that we have been in a way of a little bit intermediate uptrend, where the market was making high highs and high lows, also giving us many impulse and correction moves, making continuation patterns. So I'm trying to at least give you a clear picture. So have that way flag, and we do also, we can see there's another correction here. You can also see our last correction. So whenever you come across this continuation pattern, that means we are still in that particular trend. It can be an uptrend or it can be a downtrend. Now dollar index was making all these setups, pushing the price to the upside. Now dollar index at the moment, you can see we are experiencing a lot of selling pressure from the sellers, and I can also see that we have a sort of like double bottom pattern on our resistance level. Now let me try to zoom out. I think you can clearly see that we have a sort of like double top structure. Now these double tops, remember, when we come across a reversal pattern on a trend line or resistance level or supply or demand level, that means we might experience reversals in the future. Now I'm going to head to my 4-hour time frame to get a clear picture, adding more about what we have at the moment. I can see we have an impulse move correction we have an impulse move, correction, and also another impulse move. Now at the moment you can see the dollar index is a little bit confusing because I can see we have a lot of perspectives about where the market might head. Now the first one is, if we see the impulse correction, that means the market has a possibility of giving us another move of this particular flagpole, bringing it to the this specific level. So that is our first perspective, because we can clearly see that we have an impulse correction now. Anytime we expecting, after the breakout of this trend line and the retest, we're expecting the dollar index to give us another impulse move to the upside. Now whereby if you're to enter this trade, you'll wait for a clearly breakout. After getting a breakout, wait for your retest. After having a retest, place the stop loss below this support level, and your next target will be like at that specific level. So that means that's where the dollar index might be heading. Our next or second perspective is the dollar index might not respect this particular flag which we have, and you see the prices faking out around this level, because I can see, and you see the price dropping all the way back to this support trend line of ours. So now this resistance trend line might act as a resistance. You get it? Now after this level acting as a resistance, remember we have a major market key level, we have our resistance trend line which we drew in the weekly time frame, and we also have a zone. Now all these are confirmations to see that the dollar index next week might drop. So you as a trader, your role is to be patient. Remember, forex is 80% being patient, and the 20% is what you use for just placing your trades. So most of the time you have to be patient with your charts, wait for your setup to be fully formed before you jump into the market. Now if this market comes and plays around this particular level, that means we shall enter with our sell, putting our stop loss above this level, and swing this trade all the way from here, bring it back to this support level. So that is our anticipation on the dollar index. So we have to wait for the market to open and see where exactly it will be heading. Now the next pair on our list is the SP500. 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 I'm going to go to my weekly time frame. We start with the weekly time frame, scrolling down to the lower time frame, because in the weekly time frame is where we get the major market key levels, where we expect a lot of reversals, and also anticipating the trend of the market, where the market is heading exactly. Now I'm going to start by indicating my support and resistance levels. Whenever I see a lot of reversals, I just consider that level as a major market key level. Hope we are together. So at the moment I can see SP500 is playing around this level. Are we together? Now what do I do next? I cater for my support and resistance trend line. So if I try to connect this lower high and this lower high and this, you'll find we had our first touch, second touch, this was our third touch. Now for those who would like to, who had the opportunity like last week and this week trading the SP500, here was a perfect entry on our weekly resistance trend line, whereby the market gave us a sell entry to swing this trade all the way from here till to the current market price. Now when I head to daily time frame, the daily time frame, let me try to now in my daily time frame, I can clearly see that SP500 was in a deep downtrend, whereby the market was making lower lows and lower highs. These are our lower lows, or these are lower lows, and these are lower highs. Now if I try connecting or spotting out my patterns, I can see we had a bearish flag here, wedge main, we had a bearish wedge, all these patterns we are pushing the price to the downside, guys. That's why I'm trying to spot them out and draw them for you, because they also help us to see where exactly the market is heading. Now at the moment, I can see we had a head and shoulders pattern, shoulder, head, shoulder. Now after seeing a head and shoulders pattern on this specific level, the market started to respect our, so we had this pattern, it was sort of like a wedge. So this was our entry. For those who jumped in this market, that was their entry, perfect entry, because we had a trend line breakout. If I try to also to connect these higher highs, you can see we had a nice wedge, bearish wedge. Now at the moment, when you exactly see this huge, when you see this huge spike of, when you exactly see this huge spike of a candle, that means most of the people, they had placed their orders, so the market had to just drop to the downside, because we had a breakout and a retest. So for our pattern to be confirmed or fully formed, that means we have to experience a breakout and a retest. So after the market making a retest, that's where we jump into the market and either sell or buy. Now at the moment, USD is in a selling momentum. Now if you are to jump into the USD market, what we advise is, before placing any trade, what you have to do is come and wait for the consolidation. After seeing the price jumping down to the downside, wait for this specific pair to make a sort of like a consolidation in the lower time frame. It can be a flag, it can be a wedge, it can be a penalty, before you get a breakout and also push back the price to continue in the downside. Now this was our first entry, targeting to bring this pattern all this way to the TP, and we place our stop loss just above our resistance trend line. Now the second entry or pattern we're expecting is the market to make a little bit consolidation, which is our impulse correction impulse move. Now that means if you are to enter from here, you'll have your stop loss above this certain, and also target to bring this particular trade all the way to the downside. Now thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. We have been analyzing two indices, which is the dollar index and the SP500. So if you have learned a lot from this video through our market analysis, please hit the links in the description. Join our free Telegram channel where we give out a lot of signals on a daily basis, and also sign up with our reliable forex brokers, which is Infinix and Templar. For those who are in international countries, we recommend Infinix broker. For those who are currently living in Uganda, we recommend you to sign up with Templar FX. All the links are down in the description. Peace out.